Paraguay on June 12th at SoFi. And now, I am delighted to announce the return of Taylor Twellman, back with us here again, one of the best in the business and our longtime colleague and a ridiculously good golfer. He is the man from the MLS Season Pass from Apple TV and former U.S. international star.
And I'm also Team Booty, just for the record.
Okay, fair enough. Yeah,
just so you know. Yeah, just so you know.
To be 100%
when you got
clear.
it, you got to flaunt it, boys.
You can't play soccer without it. I know that very well. All right. I think everybody wants to know, and how good is it? Now you've seen the roster. How good is the American team?
It's going to get interesting. Listen, Greeny, the real simplest way to explain this is it's no longer a 32-team tournament. It's now a 48-team tournament.
Right.
And when the United States men win their group, they then play a third-place team. It is imperative that they have to win their group. If they do, realistically, you can say that the men can go to the quarterfinals. Now, they play Paraguay as the opening game. You win that game, you're over 75% chance of not only getting through the group, but winning the group. The most important game for the United States will be in June 25th because I believe that game, that result will determine whether or not you finish first or whether or not you finish second or third, and that changes the whole complexion of how the tournament goes.
So to be clear, for the fans who have not sort of gotten themselves up to speed, you're talking like you believe getting out of the group, maybe not a foregone conclusion, but extraordinarily likely.
They'll get out of the group. They need to win their group in order to avoid one of the top 8 biggest teams in the world, and then you get to the quarterfinal.
Okay, so what will define this? What are the reasonable expectations with it being played here? I mean, obviously the World Cup is always a very big deal, but with it being here, I feel like there's going to be even more conversation on shows like this one and your sort of traditional American sports media. What is the realistic expectation for this team?
It's interesting. I think you determine success for the United States. I've never been this apprehensive going into a World Cup because for the last 4 years, you can make an argument that the United States national team has kind of wasted the preparation, whether it was the manager retention and then firing of the manager, the debacle that happened in Copa America. So, Greeny, you look at it and say, well, hold on a minute. What is this? The opening game against Paraguay, if they do it with style and substance, I think the SEC college football fan, Greeny, will then get behind the United States team.
For sure.
I think that opening game sends a statement. Success is ultimately rooted in results. However, I believe the United States has to do it with a little bit of energy and style so then you're entertained. It's not defending for 90 minutes, winning a game 1-0, trying to win on penalties. That's not going to get the general public behind them. If you win a game 3-2 and go to the quarterfinals, now you're cooking with gas.
I feel like the people that I listen to, like you, who have been talking about this in the build-up, don't sound very enthusiastic about the way the American team has looked leading into this.
We're not. However, in the blink of an eye, they can forget about the last 4 years. If they do well in the group, they win their group, then, Greeny, it doesn't matter what I've been talking about for the last 3.5, 4 years.
Meantime, the two biggest stars in the world will be making their, well, we assume, final appearances in the World Cup.
They will be. If they play when they're 45 years old, then we got to check.
So Messi and Ronaldo, what are the expectations for them?
For Messi, this is World Cup defending champion.
Right.
Now, a couple days ago, he was injured in a game in MLS. Inter Miami beat Philadelphia 6-4. He's fine. It's muscle fatigue. He'll be fine. Now, Argentina has to play with a little bit because of the extra teams in the extra game. They don't need to play Messi 90 minutes every game. For Portugal, and I'm going to make a bold statement here, this is the best team Ronaldo's ever had around him for Portugal going to the World Cup. I think Portugal is at their best if he doesn't play.
Take us all the way to the final, which will be across the river here.
This is their best opportunity, but the final for me, I think France is the most talented team, and I think Spain as well. I think one of those are going to be the World Cup winners.
The road to MetLife begins in Mexico City, where Mexico and South Africa will kick off the biggest World Cup ever on June 11th. We'll be covering it every morning here on Get Up with as much Taylor Twellman as we can possibly
get. Good to see you, bro.
So good to have you back, my man. All right, we'll do more with him as we go. Coming up, could this be the summer of Giannis and the summer of LeBron? Should the Cavs go all in to chase them? Are we living in Believe land? We'll do that after we do this. Here we go, Vinny, from Hembo. The Bucks went 38 years between Kareem's departure and Giannis's arrival. By total points, who was the franchise's leading scorer during that time? Milwaukee's leading scorer between their two legends. The answer is next.
His charisma registers on the Richter scale. Dolphins want to swim with him. He only has finished business. He is still the most interesting man in the world.
I don't always drink beer, but when I do, I prefer Dos Equis. Stay thirsty, my friends.
Big time, best time, all the time. Come seek the Royal Caribbean.
Don't let heartburn get in the way of the food you love. Get fast, powerful relief with Tums. Every game's better when you love food back.
Hi, I'm Monica Salas. As a former tennis champion, I know what it's like to be in the spotlight. But when I got diagnosed with generalized myasthenia gravis, I just wanted to be part of the crowd. I knew I needed help. That's when my doctor added Vyvgart. Treatment, my way. I only wish I started sooner.
Don't use if allergic to the ingredients. It can increase risk of infection and serious allergic or infusion-related reactions. Get help right away if you have rash, swelling of the face, lips, throat, or tongue, breathing problems, low blood pressure, or fainting. Tell your doctor if you have infection or fever, high blood pressure, chills or shivering, chest, stomach, or back pain, vaccinations, allergies, or kidney problems. Most common side effects include respiratory and urinary tract infections and headache.
Today, I'm a different kind of champion. One that's going to rally the GMG community to find their voice and ask their doctor about Vyvgart. Game on.
Ask your neurologist about Vyvgart.
That's a lot of wind.
Yeah, I agree. More wind.
I actually think we should do less wind.
Cut. That's it. Were we rolling on that?
You said cut.
I did.
Yep, you sure did.
I'm Keegan-Michael Key, and Ore-Ida invented tater tots. Anyone else is just an imitator.
Speed Michael Key here for potato nibblers, made from teeny tiny potatoes.
Well, Ore-Ida's tater tots are made from fully grown Oregon and Idaho potatoes.
Idaho.
So how good does it feel to save on your commercial auto insurance with Geico?
Good as having a great hammer.
Can't touch this.
Break it down.
We just put it up.
It feels good to get your savings on. It feels good to Geico.
Mr. Sugar, we've run out of places to hide our money. I don't do anything illegal here.
Crime is on the rise in Philly. That really steams my clams.
Say hi to your wife for me.
We're in the middle of a crisis here.
One more.
You care more about the business than you do your own brother.
You could put your gun away.
It's my emotional support gun.
A HomeServe story. Kim's home water line broke. She's panicking because she can't find a contractor. Pam's line broke too, but she's not worried because she has a plan from HomeServe. Kim settled for this guy. Pam had a qualified HomeServe contractor. Kim was shocked by her bill. Pam's plan paid for the cost of covered repairs. Choose HomeServe or chance it.
Plans from HomeServe start at just $4.99 a month. Call 1-833-462-2862 or visit homeserve.com.
And I'll find it yet if I may be so bold.
Not much longer now, and I will also take to the skies.
Me too.
You? No, you will always be a worm.
Just wait and see.
Red Bull gives you wings.
I'll say it for you. This is a tough question. The Milwaukee, we're going to talk about Giannis in a minute. The Milwaukee Bucks went 38 years between Kareem leaving and Giannis arriving. By total points, who scored the most points for the Milwaukee Bucks in the interim?
I feel like windy on this one. I was thinking about, of course, the Ray Allens of the world, the big dog Glenn Robinson of the world, Jack Sikma, Terry Cummings, Ben Baker. I'm going to land on Sidney Moncrief.
Sidney Moncrief is second. You said it. You had it. You said it. It's Glenn Robinson. It's the big dog, Glenn Robinson, by about 400 points ahead of Sidney Moncrief, then Michael Redd.
Oh, yeah.
And then Marcus Johnson. That's a brutally tough question. That's a very tough question. That's a tough one. I feel bad for my main man, Vinny, despite his Pistons take of earlier. All right. Speaking of Giannis, I want you to hear Windy yesterday on the prospects of the Cavaliers trading for him.
I don't think you will be long before you start to hear Cavs attached to Giannis Antetokounmpo. Would they consider entering that market? You know, if they put Evan Mobley on the table, as hard as that would be, Evan Mobley is in his mid-20s. When they drafted Evan Mobley, okay, they drafted him to be another Giannis. What if they could turn him into Giannis?
All right, so the question is, you got Windy Big Perk talking about the possibility of Giannis to Cleveland. You're also obviously aware that there is a great deal of conversation about the possibility of LeBron going home to Cleveland. You look like you're already shaking your head no at me. What are your
Because
thoughts?
why, Wendy, is why? Like, it's two things that make my skin crawl.
Okay.
Number one is the drama surrounding Giannis in Milwaukee. Is he going to leave? Do they want to leave? Do he want to get traded? And then the Cavs again. I want to leave them in the past, especially after hearing Kenny Atkinson and Donovan Mitchell and James Harden speak on the microphone, those post-game interviews after shoot-around. You know, Kenny Atkinson said something the other day that was the most asinine thing that I've heard in this postseason. Right, about the analytics. Why would Giannis want to go to that house? It's almost like he's shopping for a crib. Why would you want to go to that house? It looked beautiful on the outside, until you find out when you walk in the inside that the people that lived there before the people that lived there had kids and they had pets. So it stains all over the carpet. And then all of a sudden you realize that you got to change that carpet out before you can even think about buying this house. That's the way I look at Cleveland. Giannis, it's not just the Bucks trading Giannis to somewhere they want to get value back from. They have to do right by Giannis Antetokounmpo.
That's what is missing from the calculus here. If the relationship between Giannis and the Bucks is not beyond repair, then you go to your superstar and you say to him, where do you want to go? And usually teams don't trade close in that proximity. If I'm Giannis and I've had the health issues that I've had the past couple of years with the calf and the knee, and I know he sat a little bit this year, I want to go to a team that has a definitive chance to win. And this is going to sound crazy. What about Oklahoma City? Don't they need him as much? No, seriously. With Big Vic there, you need bodies. Like, the price of the brick is going up on
San Antonio.
Giannis.
You meant San Antonio then?
No. He means you got to deal with Victor.
You got to deal with him.
I thought you said.
And OKC has all the picks in the future.
Here's the one thing.
The draft capital.
Here's the one thing I would throw in, and I'm gonna let you cook. Chemistry is so delicate, and when you talk about teams that are on the brink of contending, chemistry is so delicate. And I think you have to be careful that all superstars don't come with, cool, I'm going to take a step back and slide in. That's all I would add to this conversation. But
the Cleveland of it all, right. Like we just talked about how the teams that lose in the conference finals in the East make it to the finals next year. The Cavs don't feel like that.
No.
They don't feel like they are stand pat and will get there.
They are not close.
How about LeBron? I mean, I'm always interested in your take on LeBron. Could you see him finishing it back where it all began?
I can, but they're going to have to pay him. He's not going to do it for the vet minimum. Right. And that's another problem. I don't understand. Like, I'm going to start calling James Harden a stick-up kid. I've never seen a player that always have an agreement in place before he actually go out there and deliver. Sticking those, like all of a sudden the news break yesterday is like, oh yeah, the Cavs plan on giving James Harden a contract extension.
It was agreed to before the trade.
Before the trade. But that is ridiculous, man. That is ridiculous, and to me it's premature. Like, it's immature in my opinion for him to do that. But here's the thing, I'm gonna say this. Another team that's just closed the door on Giannis Antetokounmpo is the New York Knicks. I don't want to hear anything else about Giannis to New York. You have that chemistry. You have your duo. Let that play out for the next 3 to 4 years with Brunson and Karl-Anthony Towns.
I agree with that one. And I am really glad that this group got an opportunity to run it back. I know, Vinny. I know. But to me, the other thing about it, too, as good as Giannis has been, and I take nothing away from him being a top 5 MVP candidate, however long that stretch has been, but the injury that he has doesn't bode well for the style that he plays. I don't know that it's getting better. So are you sure you want to risk your house in the future? I wouldn't.
That he does feel like he's teetering just a little close to being being that guy who's always going to be hurt. Now, I'd love for him to prove that wrong. I'd love for him to have a bunch of healthy years and be the dominant player that he was again. But if I were risking my career on it, I'd be nervous about it.
Miami, I would look at them.
What about Detroit? Him and Cade Cunningham.
Detroit has a longer runway, and I don't, like you said, Giannis, I'm not sure how great Giannis is going to be for the long term. You make a deal for Giannis if you know you have a very small window and you want to maximize that window. Detroit has a little bit of a longer runway.
I think Detroit have better options. Because we talked about one of the theories on Detroit.
It's going to be a very interesting offseason.
They got to sign his brothers, too.
We have two big UFL matchups for you this weekend. Starting Saturday at 3, Houston, Birmingham on ESPN2. Then Sunday at noon, Orlando visits D.C. That's on ABC. Both games also streaming on the ESPN app. Coming up on First Take, does Wemby have enough left to turn the series around? Did the Cavs make a mistake bringing back their coach? Those answers and more, top of the hour, right here on ESPN.
Freedom, that's a cheap thing. Sacrificing facial hair.